and sharing what I have gained through my journey here at Lead Angels. Just to give an introduction of myself, my name is Kruti Rayani and I look after the investments for the Western region at Lead Angels. We typically invest 1 crore in companies for about 10% stake, and we help companies in their pre-series A and series A rounds. Just to give you a background and to begin with what the startup world is, the startup world is a complete new world. It's very exciting and it attracts a lot of young people like y'all. Apart from building the business of a startup, the key task for founders is that they need to raise capital to expand their business. I hope this webinar gives you an idea as to what startup funding is, what is the process that you need to follow for raising capital, and what is it that an entrepreneur is actually what is it that the entrepreneur should actually look out for when he goes ahead. There are some FAQs and presentations that we even shared for your reference, and let's begin with the webinar for today. Happy to introduce, we have Sushanto Mitra with us, the founder of Lead Angels, online today to share his views on fundraising. His profile has been shared with all of y'all, but just to give you a brief idea, he's the founder and CEO at Lead Angels. Before this, he was first a CEO of Sign IIT Bombay, one of the top incubators in India, and earlier to that, he has worked with PwC and HCL. Sushanto, I would like to start asking you by what is it that it is a good time for people to go out and raise money? Do startups go to investors at even a time like this?
Thanks, Kruti, for inviting me, and you always manage to ask tough questions. Firstly, I would say that, for a startup, at least for the first 3 years, they need to raise money whenever it is available. Yeah. And not really worry about valuation and other things. As time goes by from there, then they need to worry about what is the valuation and how much are they raising and what are the conditions. In the beginning, I think startups don't have much of a choice. They have to raise what they. So today, if you're so you want to know what are the sectors where VCs are investing today. The conservative in projecting your numbers. Because if you write whatever may be your business, may be profitable or otherwise, but if your revenues are not more than 5 crores in the 5th year, nobody is going to invest in your company. Okay?
So definitely that's a lot of information that's required, and an entrepreneur really needs to put in a lot of time and effort in preparing his pitch deck, because like we always say, the first impression is the last impression. Sometimes what people even need to do is that they need to take external help from friends in advertising or freelancing professionals who actually prepare pitch decks as well. But the way an entrepreneur can explain his startup, I think no one else can justify the same in terms of making a pitch, right? So I think it's more important for one to take care of a few common mistakes that a startup makes. One is not preparing enough when they go out to seek, the seed or that angel funding round. Starting the whole process of fundraising very late. Like we understood that it's a very long and time consuming process, so it's important to give it enough time. And not only doing basic research in terms of how your pitch should look like, but it's even important to do basic research on who is your right kind of investor. Example, if you're a consumer product, then it's important to go to funds which look at consumer space instead of going to a tech-based firm, right? Tech-based investor. So things like this is very important that one needs to take care of. And it's not only about being ready with the basic pitch session, but it's even very important to be ready with your due diligence process as well. So all your backhand paperwork, your the approvals one needs and everything, all of that needs to be like taken care of, and all those documents should be kept in order. So Sushanto, have I like by and large covered what you have been
right. Right. So, yeah, and in essence, what the normal process, and of course, you can be lucky and you can be sitting for coffee at Starbucks and you find an investor happens to be sitting in the next desk and you tell him a story and he's ready to get a check, but that only happens in movies. In the real world, you will actually prepare a pitch deck and email it across, follow it up with multiple calls to finally get time with the investor or to go and physically make a pitch. They will have a whole lot of questions that they will ask you. There will be negotiations where valuation and other things will come. That is if all goes well. And then they will give you what is a term sheet, which definitely defines what will be the terms of that investment. After that, there will be a legal and financial due diligence where whatever you may have stated in your business plan and other communication is going to be verified, whether you've been compliant with tax and other regulatory compliances. And once that is clear, investors and the company and the founders will sign agreement, which is typically called the shareholder agreement and share subscription agreement, where the respect legal rights and responsibilities are defined, and thereafter the money comes into your bank, what we call as MITB, money in the bank.
So thank you so much, Sushanto, for taking our time for this. I mean, the one key takeaway that I have got that is fundraising is not easy at all, but it is a process that you really need to give your time and effort to. And Sushanto, one last thing, that what is it the last piece of advice that you would like to give our audience, before we end?
Right. So I think that the entrepreneurs need to, founders, you will be going out to meeting these kids, and most of the time you're going to hear a no. So you better get used to hearing no, because even Facebook and Yahoo, and there are countless number of startups who got rejected by a lot of VCs and angels. They raised their first round. So be ready to take that in your stride. And I think be brave, and that's how founders will do well.
Okay, thank you so much. That was really insightful, and hope to have another session with you again. Thank you.